Hi guys, this is John from Poor Man's Wisdom again. Hopefully soon after all this crazy mess is over, me and Brian can get back together and record some music and maybe some videos like this together. But I kind of enjoy doing these little things, sharing some poor man's wisdom with you. I grew up in church, so I know a lot about the Bible and some little details, and every once in a while God gives me little things to chew on, and sometimes I feel it's my duty to share it with people like you, our fans. The other day I was at work and this thought came into my mind, and I thought I would share it with you. Why do bad things happen to good people? And then also, why do bad things happen to bad people? Well, I can answer that question by explaining to you what it is that I do for a living. It's a bad thing happening right now, weather alarm going off. I work for a company called McLean Power Systems. We manufacture, it's a little difficult to explain. People have asked me and I mumble trying to figure out how to say it, but we make the components for power poles, like the parts that actually hold the lines in place and dead-end clamps and these kind of things. Unlike places I've worked for in the past, sorry, I always trip over my words. But unlike companies I've worked for in the past where parts are sent to us and we put them all together, here we actually make the parts in-house in a foundry. And my job is in the foundry. If you don't know what a foundry is, that's where they actually have a furnace that they melt down the metal and the parts are cast. My job is I'm a final inspect. They send the parts to me and my job is to inspect the parts, and if it's a good part I'll take it and have a grinder and some other things and I'll clean it up and I'll send the good parts. I have a little basket I put them in the basket, and they'll be sent to heat treat. And if they're bad parts, I'll throw them in the scrap bin. The bad parts that are in the scrap bin are then taken and reused and melted down to make new parts, used to make something new. The good parts are then sent to heat treat, which I used to not know what that was until I saw a show called Forged in Fire. It comes on the History Channel, you've probably seen it. Really cool show. The guys out there, they take the swords and they chop pigs and stuff in half. It's really cool for a guy. The girls are probably out there going, ew, the guys, it's really cool. But in heat treat, what they do is, I found out what they do is they heat the metal back up and then they dip it in oil to cool it down. I looked into more into it last night. So what they do is they heat the metal up and then they quickly cool it, and what that does is that hardens the metal. So now you're sitting here wondering, well, what's all this got to do with what the question you asked? Well, why do bad things happen to good people? The good parts go through the fire just like the bad parts do. But the good parts, the fire is to make them stronger. The bad parts go through the fire in order to be melted down and to be made into something new. Good people go through the fire, tough situations, in order to be made stronger, to strengthen them. Bad people, the wicked, as the Bible would say, go through bad situations in hopes that it will break them down and they'll become something new. They will be saved and become a Christian. So that is why, as the Bible says, it rains on the wicked and the just alike. That is why bad things happen to bad people and good people just the same. Bad people and good people both have to face the fire, but it's for different results. Bad things happen to good people so that they can be heat treated and be made stronger. Bad things happen to bad people so that they can be melted down and made into something new. And I hope I made sense in that. I hope you maybe learned something. Maybe you found a new show to watch. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you guys stay healthy and hopefully all this mess will be over with soon and everybody will be back doing what it is you normally do, and hopefully me and Brian will come back with some new music soon. Spend your stimulus check wisely. We used ours wisely. You know, we're pointing a finger. We used ours wisely. Anyways, you guys take care. Bye. Just a disclaimer here, if anybody from McLean is watching, I don't know if we actually melt down the scrap material for new parts, because that may lead to bad parts. I just assume that's what we did, and it makes sense for what I was trying to say. So hopefully this will save anybody from getting fussed at if that's not the proper procedure. Just thought it'd help with making my point in the video. Anyways, everybody stay safe. Bye.
I saw an angel fall from the sky.